Welcome to Atelier Rorona. I think this is my favorite game from the Arlan series. And even from the start, I think the music is mwah. I think all the Atelier games has great music. But for me, Atelier Rorona it's a little bit more special. First of all, don't do the mistakes that I did. More exactly, playing this game in English. I'm not saying the English voice acting is bad, I'm just saying that the Japanese is better. And more. There's a lot of parts in the game where there is no English voice acting. Just don't make my mistake, play in Japanese please. Now let's get to the story. You play as Rorona.
The girl's name is Rorolina Frixel, but everyone in town just calls her Rorona.
And you find out that your master's workshop will be closed down.
By orders of the minister and king, this workshop is to be closed down.
Okay, this workshop will be what?
Because she's a very lazy person. But the workshop can still be saved, only if during the 3 years she does some assignments. So Astrid, the owner of the shop and Rorona's alchemy master, makes Rorona the new owner of the shop.
What are you thinking? She's too nice, clumsy, dumb, and sheltered to own a workshop. You didn't have to say all that.
And Rorona is the one who has to do all the assignments. The problem is that you need to know alchemy, and she didn't teach you anything. But that's not an issue, because now she gives you a beginner's book for alchemy. That's basically the story. And I know it doesn't sound like it's something special, but there's a lot of interesting characters. And some annoying one like Astrid. I'm sorry, but I didn't like Astrid. And they didn't do anything to make her likable. I expected her to be less annoying in Atelier Meruru, but nope. She starts being annoying and she finishes being annoying and unlikable. I mean, they tell us why she's like that, but still, that's not a good excuse to treat everybody like that and to be so lazy or to harass children. I have no idea what they wanted to do with Astrid, but it wasn't funny and it didn't make the story better. It was just annoying. She acted just like a spoiled little brat over and over and over, and that's all. But that's just my opinion. Maybe you like spoiled little brats like Astrid. Back to the story. Like I said, the story is nothing special, but it's still very entertaining. But I don't want to talk more about the story because I don't want to give spoilers. So let's talk a little about gameplay. In Rorona you have time management. When you make an item with alchemy, time passes. When you travel to a new location to get new material, time passes. But finishing the main assignments is very easy, so after doing that, the rest of the time you can do whatever you want. Make new items, improve your equipment, or you make special items that will help you during the gameplay. For example, boots that can make you travel faster. I mean, less days pass when you travel to a new place. Maybe this stuff doesn't seem to be anything special, but every material you find can make new items or make a better item. And depending on the item that you make, every material has a quality and a level. They also have traits and effects. And depending on the item that you want to make, the quality of the item, the traits or the effects can make the item a lot more better. For example, it can give you more attack power or healing power, and the most important, cost. The cost is very important because every trait has some cost, and your items become stronger when you synthesize traits that make new traits. For example, heal level 1 plus heal level 2 makes a more powerful heal, and this is why I like the alchemy part so much. Even if you do alchemy over and over and over, there's a lot of small stuff like this that makes it interesting. And yes, you level up in this game, but the most important thing in this game is alchemy. For example, you don't make your armor, but you make materials for armor. And bigger level materials with better traits and effects make better armor and weapons. So the best part of the game is going out, finding the right materials and making new and better items. And at least for me, I found that very entertaining. And the best part is that they are trying to improve this over and over again. For example, I didn't play Riza, but I saw how the alchemy works there and I think they improved it a lot. I would love to play Riza so much, but I kind of want to finish the old games first. And there's a lot of games. And I think this will make me enjoy Riza even more when I finally play it. Anyway, now let's talk about the combat. The combat is pretty simple, it's turn-based, and if you played a game like Persona or the old Final Fantasy games, then you will know how this game works. The only difference is that only the alchemist can use the items. Anyway, if you attack, if you use an item, if you do any kind of action, you lose your turn. During your action or your enemy's action, you get some assist points. You can use those assist points to protect Rorona or to do an extra attack. You also make some other points that will activate your special abilities. I mean, one special ability. But that's usually when you have a boss fight, because it takes a lot of time to activate your special attack. But it's also very powerful, so I get it. It deserves the wait. There's a lot of other stuff that I don't want to talk about because I want to make another video with spoilers. And I wanted to keep this impression of Atelier Rorona without spoilers.
You're right. I forgot your scum rotten through and through.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Either way, this is a good lesson for you. You can't just lie around all day like you used to.
Oh, I'm so tired from making the sign. I better go take a nap.